Shah.
Yeah!
When I was first accepted to TAMS, I was ecstatic. I told all my friends, teachers, posted bulletins on MySpace, but it didn't take much time for the glory to fade because everybody gets in TAMS, right? Just kidding. But it didn't take much time for me to realize that this would be my life's most important decision. Today, I'm embarrassed to say that I didn't come to TAMS to quench a thirst for math, science, or even education. I simply enrolled here out of hope for a brighter future. My peers back at home were not on the same frequency as me, though. My friends would question, dude, how could you give up TAMS? How could you give up, sorry, I'm nervous. How could you give up the last 2 years of high school? And today, after spending 2 years here, the only response I have is, how could I not? In my last days here, I realized that there will never be a school like TAMS, a community like McConnell Hall, and most importantly, a family like us. It doesn't get any better than this. I spent last week traveling coast to coast, visiting colleges in an attempt to decide where exactly I would spend the next 4 years of my life. Though it was mainly just an excuse to miss school, I learned something extremely important. I got a taste of what life would be like after graduation, and unfortunately, it was nothing like TAMS. I couldn't find any Vivek Rams who trip on flat surfaces, or any Peter Who's who cure cancer after curfew. There was no Mac Cafe where students tackled assignments together and couples pretended to study. Mrs. Stewart wasn't there to make sure I was going to class. Whoa, that's not a bad thing. And Dr. Allen wasn't there to rescue me from dying when I slouched in my chair. As the other kids buzzed with excitement at their new freedom, I felt empty without an 11 o'clock curfew. Though we may not have realized it, the atmosphere at McConnell Hall is TAM's most valuable asset. It is a community that Ivy League strive for, but will never achieve. Our camaraderie simply multiplies our collective ambition. This lesson wasn't learned overnight, though. As many of you know, on November 3rd, 2009, a dear friend of mine passed away. I was devastated. That particular day, I was distraught and restless, trying to grapple with the sudden void in my life. To wake up one morning and realize you will never experience your friend flash his contagious smile at you leaves even the strongest heavy-hearted. Life felt so incomplete, nothing seemed to matter anymore. They say you never know what you have until it's gone, and today I attest to this maxim. Never before that day had I even stopped to consider how crucial friendship truly is to one's happiness. But lessons have been learned. It is ironic, though, that after such a great loss, I have begun to feel more empowered, and dare I say invincible. There are very few losses I will ever experience in life that will amount to my friend's death. The pains from college rejections, failed tests, and academic stress pale in comparison to November 3rd. These pains are all countered and nullified by our companionship, and it is this companionship that not only makes TAMS a unique institution, but a catalyst for our aspirations. We are all amazingly ambitious, and we are able to reach those ambitions because of the confidence we give each other. I've learned the most important tests in life aren't answered on a Scantron or with a clicker. The most important accomplishments aren't GPAs, SAT scores, and research positions. Right, juniors? It is a test of our character and dedication that ultimately mold who we are. I have never witnessed such ardor in students as I have here at TAMS. There are very few individuals who will toil in and out for just such a small period of satisfaction. That's what she said. In a sense, sharing this realization with you is an attempt to continue my beloved friend's legacy. And today, I ask you to continue this legacy with me. As we end one chapter of our lives and begin another, I ask you to cherish these last few days together and give thanks to those who made your tenure here at 1705 West Sycamore Avenue possible. The words in this speech may have come from a thesaurus, but the meaning is from the heart. We've come a long way since 1991, or in Zarab's case, 1994. Sorry. Yeah. But we still have a long trek in front of us. I'm confident that we will succeed, though. We have something the brochure likes to call the TAMS advantage. We are mature from experience and passionate for what we pursue. We must make this transition in our lives with humble appreciation of our past, but also with sincere enthusiasm for our future. We are the cartographers of tomorrow, and the path ahead of us has never seemed so bright. Thank you.